unveiling the mystique. What makes the Rothschilds so powerful? Imagine controlling the world's wealth. This family did it. Discover the greatest fortune in modern history and how it all began. Ready to dive into the untold story of the Rothschild banking dynasty? Welcome to Industry Legends, where we delve into the stories of those who have shaped entire industries and left indelible marks on history. Today we unravel the mystique surrounding one of the most influential families in modern history, the Rothschilds. So who are the Rothschilds? This legendary banking dynasty originated in Frankfurt, Germany, and rose from modest beginnings to become a cornerstone of global finance. The story begins with Mayer Amschel Rothschild, who laid the foundation for what would become an unparalleled financial empire. His 5 sons expanded this legacy across Europe, establishing branches in major cities like London, Paris, Vienna, Naples, and Frankfurt. But why does this story matter to you? Understanding the impact of the Rothschilds is crucial for anyone interested in how global finance operates today. Their innovations revolutionized banking practices, and their political influence helped shape nations and governments. From pioneering international bonds to funding wars and peace treaties alike, their fingerprints are all over significant historical events. As we dive deeper into this saga, you'll discover not just a family that amassed incredible wealth, but also a dynasty that used its financial acumen to wield power on an unprecedented scale. You'll see how their strategies and decisions reverberate through modern financial systems even now. So sit back and get ready to explore how one family's ambition could create a legacy so vast, it continues to impact us centuries later. Whether you're a seasoned historian or new to tales of financial dynasties, this journey through time will offer insights you won't find in textbooks or mainstream narratives. Are you ready? Let's embark on uncovering the untold story of the Rothschild banking dynasty. Let your mind travel back to the late 18th century, in the heart of the modest yet lively Jewish ghetto of Frankfurt, Germany. It's here that we find the humble beginnings of the extraordinary tale of the Rothschild family, an epic saga filled with ambition, persistence, and resilience. You're standing on a narrow, winding cobblestone street. The air is thick with the scent of freshly baked bread and the sounds of traders negotiating deals. The street is a vibrant tapestry of small businesses, with homes nestled in between. One of these is a small but bustling coin trading and banking business. This establishment, modest in appearance but rich in potential, is run by an extraordinary man named Mayer Amschel Rothschild. Born in the year 1744, Mayer Amschel's early years were not bathed in luxury or privilege. Instead, they were shaped by hardship, struggle, and a dogged determination to rise above his circumstances. His origins may have been unremarkable, but his extraordinary intellect and razor-sharp financial acumen were anything but. This was a man destined to leave his indelible mark on the world. Now try to put yourself in Mayer Amschel's shoes for a moment. A challenging task, indeed. He navigated a world riddled with political restrictions, casually institutionalized prejudice against Jews, and societal norms that were anything but favorable towards his kind. It was an environment fraught with obstacles, yet he dared to dream big. He dared to envisage a future wherein he could build something monumental, something that would influence the course of financial history forever. The journey was long and filled with challenges, yet Mayer Amschel Rothschild faced them head-on, fueled by his unwavering vision and an unyielding spirit. Imagine yourself in the shoes of a young, ambitious man named Mayer Amschel Rothschild. Every opportunity he saw was not simply a chance for profit, but a stepping stone towards a larger goal. His unique perspective allowed him to notice potential where others only perceived difficulties or risks. His journey to prominence began quietly, as he started lending money to the royalty and nobility. This was not an immediate path to riches, but it was a strategic decision. He knew that the individuals he was dealing with held powerful positions, and their favor could reap significant rewards in the long run. Slowly and methodically, Rothschild nurtured these relationships, always aware of the vast potential they held. With these connections solidly in place, doors began to open, and opportunities started to present themselves in ways that they had not before. Then came a vital turning point in his career. He began a working relationship with the House of Hesse-Kassel, one of the wealthiest states in Europe at the time. This alliance was not just about offering financial services. It was a strategic move that would significantly change his future. As Rothschild worked more closely with the Hessian royalty, the potential for his venture to become a lucrative enterprise became evident. However, the shrewd businessman did not just see the monetary benefits. He clearly understood the political advantages that such a relationship would bestow upon him. This venture, you see, wasn't solely focused on wealth accumulation. Rothschild had a vision of something far grander. He understood that money, while powerful, only held part of the equation. Influence and power were the real prizes he was after. Through his dealings with the rulers of Europe, Rothschild realized that providing financial services could be far more than just a business operation. It was an opportunity to secure a firm place within the ranks of the influential and powerful. This was about more than just making money. It was about control, influence, and securing a legacy that would last for generations. Thus, with every transaction he made, Rothschild was not just building his wealth, but also constructing a foundation of power that would eventually lead to the creation of the legendary Rothschild banking dynasty. Just picture the scene. Mayer Amschel, the patriarch of the family, sitting across a table from his sons, Amschel, Salomon, Nathan, Karl, and James. Not just any ordinary children, but the architects of a financial empire. He was instructing them not just to stay within the borders of their homeland, but to spread their wings and anchor in key European cities, setting foot in the heart of the continent's financial nerve centers. It was a strategy that, for its time, was nothing short of revolutionary. As an observer, you'd be privy to a moment that was poised to shift the gears of global finance, a moment that would underpin the narrative of financial history forever. Each of these sons, carrying the wisdom and ambition of their father, went on to establish their own banking houses, each one a cornerstone in the grand edifice of the family's financial empire. Amschel, the eldest, decided to stay in Frankfurt, the place of his birth and upbringing, where the roots of the family were deep set. Salomon, the diplomatic and adaptable one, moved to Vienna, embedding himself in the city's richly historic and influential circles. Nathan, the adventurous and bold, took the plunge and set up shop in London, the hub of international trade and finance. Karl, the daring yet calculated, took charge in Naples, a city known for its strategic position in European trade routes. Finally, James, the youngest, yet perhaps the most ambitious, headed to Paris, the city of lights and the heart of European culture and politics. This extraordinary network they built was not just about establishing banks. It was a conduit for conducting international transactions with an efficiency that was unparalleled in that age. It was as if they were playing an intricate game of chess with the map of Europe as their chessboard. Each move they made, every bank they set up, was a carefully planned strategy designed to cover all possible outcomes and ensure maximum impact in the realm of finance. Let's plunge deeper into an enlightening exploration of the world of the Rothschilds. This is not just a foray into the annals of history, but an opportunity to understand how the paradigms of traditional banking were challenged and transformed by a single family's innovative vision. In the realm controlled by the Rothschild family, orthodox banking methods underwent a radical metamorphosis, triggered by their groundbreaking ideas and determined execution. Their unique approach and fresh perspective highlighted concepts that were, until then, unexplored and uncharted. They offered the financial world the revolutionary idea of international bonds, a game-changing concept that transcended geographical and political boundaries, laying down the groundwork for modern global finance. But the Rothschilds' influence wasn't limited to introducing such groundbreaking financial instruments alone. They also set up impressively efficient communication systems that played a pivotal role in reshaping the banking landscape. In the age when communication was an arduous and time-consuming process, they established a complex and fast-paced network that relied on human couriers. Adding an element of fascination to their operations, even carrier pigeons were deployed as a part of this network. The result was an intelligence network that was incredibly reliable and robust, unmatched and unprecedented, providing the Rothschilds with a significant advantage in the marketplace, leaving their rivals scrambling to keep up. Take a moment to picture a world where you have exclusive knowledge days before everyone else. Imagine learning about Napoleon's defeat at the Battle of Waterloo, even before the news reached the general public. This wasn't a fruit of someone's imagination, but the stark reality for Nathan Rothschild. Boldened with this critical piece of information ahead of everyone, Nathan skillfully manipulated the situation to his advantage. This may have been viewed as a controversial play on what was, at the time, considered legal insider knowledge. While such strategies would be heavily scrutinized and likely prohibited in today's world due to ethical concerns, it undeniably propelled their position in the stock market and consolidated the Rothschilds' dominance in their era. The Rothschild family didn't just stop at revolutionizing communication and capitalizing on information trails. They also showcased an extraordinary ability to introduce pioneering risk management techniques. They are often attributed with the development of diversification, a technique that has since evolved into a fundamental principle of contemporary investment strategies. The Rothschilds demonstrated a comprehensive understanding of the risks associated with investing in a single venture. They recognized the value of not putting all their eggs in one basket and implemented a strategic plan to distribute their investments across various sectors. This approach marked a significant departure from the conventional practices of the era, as most banks primarily focused on loans. Their effective application of the diversification strategy, particularly in times of uncertainty and upheaval, such as wars or economic downturns, showcased an ability to not only survive, but thrive amidst extreme pressure. The Rothschild story is more than a chronicle of financial success. It stands as a testament to the power of innovation, foresight, and adaptability, leaving an indelible mark on the world of banking and finance that still resonates today. Take a moment and consider this. Imagine wielding the kind of financial might that can shape the decisions of entire governments. This is exactly the sort of influence that the Rothschilds exhibited over the course of several centuries. Their financial prowess was so significant that their loans were instrumental in funding wars, facilitating treaties, and thereby influencing global geopolitics to a significant degree. Take, for instance, their support of crucial British campaigns fighting against Napoleonic France. The funding provided by the Rothschilds was key in ensuring Britain's triumph, a victory that shaped the world's power dynamics in the post-war era. This victory had far-reaching effects that are still influencing the structure of modern Europe today. Just as impactful, the Rothschilds utilized their substantial wealth to finance infrastructure projects on a global scale, from supporting the development of railways stretching across America and Asia to backing the construction of the monumental Suez Canal in Egypt. Their influence was felt worldwide. Their investments enabled faster trade routes, connecting continents more efficiently and contributing to the positive transformation of economies around the globe. By this point, it should be abundantly clear that the Rothschilds were far more than just successful bankers. They were, in fact, kingmakers and nation builders. Their decisions reached beyond the confines of boardrooms and banks, influencing the paths and destinies of countless lives, both directly and indirectly. This influence continues to be a defining factor in the current geopolitical landscape that shapes our daily lives in ways that are nothing short of awe-inspiring. Their impact on history, universally accepted as a testament to their influence, goes beyond any measurable scale. Their legacy, deeply enshrined in the annals of history, allows future generations to marvel at the sheer brilliance, ingenuity, and visionary foresight of the Rothschilds. Yet the Rothschilds' influence wasn't limited to their financial acumen alone. They were innovators, trailblazers who dared to tread where others would not. Their wisdom and insight shaped their roles, not only as financiers, but also as strategists and planners. The decisions they made would ripple outwards, creating waves of significant implications that would affect the course of history itself. Their influence was a force that demanded acknowledgement, a testament to their unwavering resolve and commitment. Today we look back on their enduring influence with a sense of gratitude and respect. Their accomplishments, recognized and celebrated for their dedication to fairness, justice. As we bring this incredible journey to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on the profound legacy of the Rothschild banking dynasty. From their humble beginnings in Frankfurt's Jewish ghetto, they rose to unimaginable heights through sheer determination, innovation, and strategic brilliance. You've walked alongside Mayer Amschel Rothschild and his 5 sons as they expanded their influence across Europe, each establishing strongholds in major cities. You've witnessed how the Rothschilds revolutionized banking by introducing international bonds and pioneering efficient communication systems that set new standards for the industry. Their knack for gathering intelligence quickly and leveraging it effectively gave them an unparalleled edge over their competitors. The stories of Nathan Rothschild using early news of Napoleon's defeat at Waterloo to his advantage are just glimpses into their tactical genius. But beyond mere financial acumen, you've seen how this family wielded its wealth to shape nations and governments. Their loans funded wars and peace treaties alike, leaving indelible marks on history. They were not just bankers. They were political influencers whose decisions had far-reaching consequences, impacting economies and geopolitics in ways that still resonate today. In modern times, while the name Rothschild might not dominate headlines as it once did, their legacy endures. Their financial innovations have become foundational elements of global banking systems. Their influence on international finance remains a testament to what can be achieved with vision and tenacity. Understanding the Rothschild story is more than an academic exercise. It's a lens through which you can view the evolution of global finance itself. It's about recognizing how one family's ambition could create ripples that turned into waves, reshaping industries and even countries along the way. So next time you think about financial dynasties or hear whispers of powerful families controlling vast wealth, remember the Rothschilds, a dynasty like no other whose impact is woven into the very fabric of our economic world. Thank you for joining us on this exploration into the untold story of the Rothschild banking dynasty. If you enjoyed this dive into history's financial titans, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fascinating stories from industry legends. Until next time.